Hello, good afternoon viewers and good afternoon learners. Welcome to this video where I'm going to solve the grade 9 2018 past exam paper, Examinations Council of Zambia. All right. As usual, this is my name and this is my phone number. Okay. And I'm a teacher at Nyumba Yanga Secondary School in Lusaka, Zambia. Okay. So just in case there may be somewhere I've erred, this number will help you get in touch with me so that we make corrections together. As you may know that we are human beings and we are susceptible to errors. Okay. So, but you don't call me you don't send me questions to solve for you. No, I can't do that. I've got a lot of requests. Unless if you want us to do it like in form of tuitions and stuff like that. Because I get a lot of requests to say, solve this for me, solve this for me. Bear with me, we've got a lot of requests of that nature, so it will be very difficult for me to do. Right, so let's get started. I'm going to solve all the 8 questions, although in the exam you are required just to solve 5 out of so here we are solving everything because we are revising. So this is question 1. Okay, this is question 1. Solve the equation. So the first thing that we're supposed to do is to get rid of the brackets. So we have 4x. We distribute the minus. We're going to have minus 8. This minus and this one, we're going to have plus x. This is equals to x plus 4. Okay, so if you want, we can put the like terms together. When we say 4x plus x, what do we get? We get 5x minus 8 is equals to x plus 4. Are we there? Then at this point, we can put the like terms together. Well, we're going to say 5x, this x comes this side, and the additive inverse is a minus. This is equals to 4. Okay. Then when this 8 comes the other side, it will be plus 8. So this is going, when you subtract here, what do you get? You get, then this is giving us 12. Okay. So when we divide both sides by 4, our x will be equals to 3. You get yourself 2 marks. Evaluate, so this is a division, giving your answer in base 2. Okay, so we have 1 0 0 1 1 0 1. Okay, so you should know that when we are dealing with a number that is in base 2, the digits that we are going to be having are 1 and 0. All right. So now when you look at this number 1 2 2, then here we have 1 2 0. So this number can only go into 1 0 0 1. Okay, and how many times can it go? As long as it can go into this number, just know that it is just once. This one you multiply it by this one, what do we get? We get this. We subtract. When we subtract, here we get 0. Here we get 2. We get 1. When it comes here, it is going to be 2. Again, from this 2, we get 1, which will be 2 when it comes here. So it will be 2 minus. So we have 1 here. Okay? Here we remained with 1. 1 minus 1, 0. So this into this, it can't go. So we need to drop down this 1 here. This into this, it cannot go. So we need to put a 0 here. Okay? So when we multiply this into this, it will be a 0. So we are supposed to say like 0 0, then minus, it will still be the same one. So we can remain at this point. Then we drop down this one. Okay? So into this number, it can go, because these are 4, because it was 0 here, 1, then here we have 0, and then the second one here is 1. So it means this is greater than the first 3 here. So these have to be 4. Okay. So can this go into this? Yes. How many times? It's once. Multiply, we have 1, 1, 1. Subtract. This is going to be now here. If you remember, this is what I was saying. So this is going to be 2. 2 minus 1, we have, okay? And if you remember, we're going here, we have gotten this one, it's here. So you need to get this one and bring it here where it is going to be 2. Again, we get 1 and bring it here where we remained with 0. So it will be 2 minus 1. Here we have, then this is 1 minus, so it will be like that. Can this go into this? No. Okay? It can't. So this cannot go into this one. So we need to drop down this one. It has to come here. This into this 1. When you multiply this 1 by 1, 1, you get this. What do you get? 0, 0, 0. So what is our answer when we divide this one by this one? We get 1, 0, 1, 1 base 2. This is our answer. Are we together? So we come to this one. So given that P is equals to 8 plus 6 over Q, make Q the subject of the formula. Here the subject of the formula is what? Is P. So I'm going to say, I will use the same one here. What are we supposed to do? So we start solving just right at this point. So this 8 has to come the other side. So it will be P minus 8. This is equals to what? 6 over Q. Take note, this is the Q. Now, when, for instance, let me just give you an example. We always say speed is equals to distance over time. Whether that is in grade 7, this is what we say. This is speed is equals to distance over time. Now, when we want to find this time here, it's like we're going to cross multiply. Time comes here, speed comes here. That is cross multiplication. So we're going to say time is equals to distance over speed. Okay, why am I doing this? I'm trying to explain the concept that we're going to do here. So it's like this one will come this side, this one will come here. So Q is equals to 6 over P minus 8. So this, we have made the Q the subject of the formula here. Are we together? So we go to the next one, which is this one here. In the diagram below, PQR is a straight line. PQR is a straight line. The angle at QPT is equal to angle QRS. And they're both 90 degrees, this one and this one. Okay? And then angle PQT is equal to angle RQS. So this angle is equal to this one. These two angles are equal here. Okay? And then this side is 3, this one is 15. Okay. So then what this tells us is, then we are told to calculate the length of QT. This one here. Calculate the length of QT. This is very simple. So here, this is similarity, and we're using the similarities here. So we can say QT, isn't it? Here we want QT. QT is a measurement from a smaller triangle here. And what is the corresponding side from the bigger triangle? The corresponding side here. Okay, the corresponding side is what? QS. Okay, so this is equals to, take note, QT is coming from a smaller triangle. So now I'm going to come and get the corresponding, oh, this is QS. Take note, sorry, this is QS. So now from the smaller, this side, we need to have the side from the smaller triangle and the side from the bigger triangle. Both of them should have the measurements given, because this is going to be our reference point. So we are going to say PQ over RQ, because these are ratios here that we are using. Okay, so QT is what we are looking for. QS is what? It's 15. This is equals to PQ, this is 3, over RQ, this is 9. Okay? We are using ratios here of corresponding sides. So this is QT over 15 over 1 over 3. 1 over 3. I've just simplified this part just to avoid bigger figures. Then at this point, when you cross multiply, you're going to have 3 QT is equals to 15. 3 QT is equals to 15. Then now to get QT, you divide 15 by 3. You say here by 3, here by 3, you get what? 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. This is what you are going to get. Get 3 marks for that. Okay, let's go to the next one. So express 18,468.5 in standard form correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, we are writing this in standard form, correct to 3 significant figures. So the first thing that we are supposed to do is to write it in standard form. So we have to move this point up to here. That is the procedure. So we are going to say it is going to move how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be 1. Then the point now comes here. 8, 4, 6, 8, then this 5. Then multiplied by 10 to the power, the number of steps that the point moved, 4. So this has been written in what? In standard form. This has been written in standard form, but because we have this condition that says to 3 significant figures, so we need to write this to 3 significant figures. 3 significant figures. So meaning we have to say 1, 2, 3. So we need to get rid of all these. So what are we going to do? Since the number that we are leaving out is greater than 5, we need to add a 1 here. So we're going to have 1.85 multiplied by 10 to the power 4. Okay, this is what is going to be our answer. You get 2 marks for that. Question 2b, calculate the sum of the interior angles of a 9-sided polygon. A 9-sided polygon. So we use n minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. This is the formula that we use, where n is the number of sides. So the number of sides is 9. So we say 9 minus 2 multiplied by 180. So this is 7 multiplied by 180. Let's multiply. What do we get here? What are we getting? We'll get 1, 2. Okay, that's what we're going to get all together. Then here we have given that P, this matrix Q is this one, find the matrix. So meaning we need to multiply these matrices. These matrices here, we have to multiply. And how do we multiply? Row by column. So we have 0, -1, 1, 0, 3, 4, -2, -1. So we need to multiply these matrices now. So how do we multiply? We say row by column, row by column. So we have 0 multiplied by 3, we get 0, plus -1 multiplied by -2, we get +2. This now row by the second column, this row by the second column. So 0 multiplied by 4, we have 0. Then -1 multiplied by -1, we have +1. Okay. Then we come to this row by the first column. 1 multiplied by 3, we have 3, plus 0 multiplied by -2, it's 0. This row by the second column, 1 multiplied by 4, it's 4. 0 multiplied by -1, it's 0. Are we there? Then our final answer is going to be, you add. This one is going to be 2, this will be 1, this will be 3, this will be 4. So this is what we are going to have as our answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. So question 2D, saying the diagram below shows a triangular prism UVWXYZ. Okay, so as we can see it here, and given that UVZ, given that angle VUZ is equal to angle WXY, which is equals to 90 degrees, this and that. And VU is 12 centimeters, VW is 20, VZ is equals to 15, and UZ is equals to, calculate the volume of. So I'm sure you know that the volume, okay, volume is always equal to area base multiplied by the height. So the area base here, the base in this case is like this triangle here, okay, this triangle, and the formula for the triangle is 1 over BH multiplied by this height in this case now is going to be this one. Let me just say capital H here. Okay, so we say 1 over 2 multiplied by the base. The base here is 12, and the height of the triangle here is 9. That is the base of this triangular prism. Take note of that. The base of this triangular prism. Okay, then multiplied now by the capital H, which is the longest side here. So it is 20. Okay, take note of that. So this into that, it's 6. 6 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 20. That is what is going to be our volume. So let's multiply this and see what we're going to get. Okay, what are we going to get? 1080 meters cubed. That's volume. Okay. Then we come to 3. Matrix A is given by this, and matrix B is given by this. Find 1 over 2 B plus A. 1 over 2 B. What is the B? Is 6, 2, 8, 4. Plus A. What is our A? 4, -6, 0, and 3. So we need to work out this part first. This means we have to divide. In this case, not really dividing, we are multiplying each one of these, like we are saying 1 multiplied by -6. So this is as good as 2 into -6. So this is going to give us -3 for the first one. then even the second one is as good as, because when you say 2 into this one, you get -3. When you multiply by 1, it still remains the same. So even here, we're going to say 2 divided by 2, we're going to get 1. When you multiply by 1, it will be the same. 8 divided by 2, you get 4. 4 divided by 2, you get 2. Plus, you bring this one down. 4 minus 6, 0, and 3. Then you can add these. -3 plus 4. What do you get? -3 plus 4. -3 plus 4. What do you get? You get 1. 1 plus -6. 1 plus -6. What do you get? 1 plus -6. You're getting -5. 4 plus 0. 4 plus 0. Get 4. 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3. Get 5. This is what's going to be our answer. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this was our answer here. Now come to this one. The simultaneous equation. Solve the simultaneous equations. Solve the simultaneous equations. So I'm sure you know that the rules here are that one of these variables should have the same coefficient. So if you want to have x to have the same coefficient, which is 2, then the first equation must be multiplied by 2. And this one will be multiplied by 1, although it will not change. And when we do that, this is going to be 2 multiplied by x. We have 2x minus 4y is equals to 2. Because this one, you just don't multiply it by x. You multiply it even by this one, even by this one. Then the second one will be the same. The second one will remain the same. Then at this point, we are saying when the coefficient is the same and they have the same sign, whether positives or negatives, to eliminate, we need to use the elimination method. We are going to subtract. So that when we say 2x minus 2x, we get 0. Then when we come to this one, we are going to have -4y minus, like -4y minus -3y is equals to 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4. So this is going to give us, this will be a plus here, you should know that. So this will be 4 plus 3y. This is equals to -2. So here, this will give you y is equals to -2. So you divide by -1, you divide by -1. So this will give you that y is equals to 2. Y is equals to 2. So to find x, we need to get this value of y and substitute it in one of these equations. So if we're getting the first one here, where there's y here, I'm going to put 2. This is equals to 1. X minus 2y. What is our y? Our y is 2. Is equals to 1. This is equals to, okay? Then x, this one has to go the other side. So x is equals to 5. X is equals to 5. Y is equals to, that's what we're getting. So if you put this, I'm sure you know that in the exam you don't use a red pen. Just so if you put x here, which is 5, and then you put 2 here, you still get this. So even this one, okay? We move on to the next one. The table below shows the corresponding values of x and y. X and y. Find the function that describes the relationship x and y. Okay. Find there. So we need to know we need to know the relationship here. How do we get y when x is equals to? That is what we want to know. Find the function that describes. So it's like we have fx is equals to what? Okay. Fx is equals to what are we saying? What are we saying here? Fx is equals to, so it's like fx is equals, we need to know how do we get to this one. Okay, so if we say 3 multiplied by x, 3 multiplied by x, this is the same as like y is equals to 3x. Okay, so if for instance, what is our y here when x is equals to -1? So it will be 3 multiplied by -1. We're going to get -3. Okay, then when x is equals to 0 here, y will also be 0. When x is equals to 1 here, this is going to be 3. When you put 2 here, this will be 6. So you should even be easily, it should be easier for you to know that here, when we put what? 3, this by this, you're going to get 9. So meaning this is, you go to, from 3, you go to the next one, which is 4. 3 multiplied by 4, you get 12. So definitely this one, a is what? It's 4. Anyway, for the function, it is this one here. Then there's another question here that says, find the value of, I already told you that it's 4. But if you want to show the working, it's this case here. Okay, where the y coordinate, it's known here. Y is known as what? As 12. Then 3, what is the x coordinate? The x coordinate is what? Is a. So you're just dividing here by 3, dividing here by 3. So this will give you that. That's what you're going to get. Okay, let's go to the next one. So question 4a. A woman has 6 green marbles and 8 red marbles in a box. Find the probability of randomly picking a red marble from the box. A red marble from the box. So what we are supposed to do is the probability of picking a red marble is equals to the number, okay, the number of red marbles over the total number of marbles. Okay, number of red marbles, the probability of picking a red marble from there. Okay, so how many red marbles do we have? There are 8 over the total number of marbles. You have to add 6 and 8, you get 14. Then you simplify this. What do you get? 2 into 8, it's 4. 2 here, it's 7. So that is the probability of getting red marble here. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so we come to question 4b, and it reads, my farmland, which is valued at 80,000 kwacha, appreciates by straight line method at 10% per year. What is its book value after 2 years? Okay, so we're going to say the book value after 2 years is the initial the initial amount, okay, the initial value plus, multiplied by 1 minus or plus, okay, where this one is the interest and this one is the number of years. So we can even say in some books it's the principal amount multiplied by 1 plus R over. Okay, so this is the initial amount. How much was it? 80,000 multiplied by, oh, this is sorry, so this is supposed to be multiplication. 1 plus, what is our interest? It's 10%. 10 over 100 multiplied by the number of years, 2 years. So here we have 80,000. Then when we add this, what do we get? Okay, what are we going to get here? This is going to give us 1 plus, when you simplify this one, this is 0.1 the power 2. Then you have 80,000. Remember, this is grade 9 where you don't use a calculator. When you add this, they'll give you 1.1 to the power 2. Okay, then this is 80,000 multiplied by, when you multiply this one, what do we get? Get 1.21. 1.21. Let's multiply this. This is very simple because of the zeros and the decimal numbers. So we can multiply this one. Let's multiply this one. What do we get? Okay. So we're going to get 96,800 kwacha. Okay. 96,800 kwacha is what we're going to get. Now, you can also use another method. Of course, there's a mention of some method here, but straight line method only appreciation does not come out clearly. You can even use year after. You start by like the first year. So we say first year, we're going to have our 80,000 plus the 10%. 10% of the same 80,000. Okay? So we have 80,000 here plus, what is the 10% here? This is 8,000. So in the first year, we are going to have 8,000. Then in the second year, we're going to have the amount that we shall be having in the second year, okay, is going to be 88,000 plus the 10% of the same 88,000. So here we have 88,000. Okay, we have 88,000, this and that. Then we have plus 8,800. Let's add this. What do we get? This and this. So the first we have 0, 0. Okay, here, because we are dealing with 0, 0, 8, and 8, isn't it? Like this. So this is going to be 0, 0, 8. Then this will give us 16. Then 9. Have you seen? We are still getting the same amount. You can also use this formula. You still be able to get the same answer. Okay, because when we are teaching, we don't emphasize much on the formulas. So even when marking, there's some kind of lenience that is exercised. So you can go to the next one. So we are coming to C. Use geometric instrument to construct triangle DEF, in which DE is 8 centimeters. The angle at E is 60 degrees. The angle at D is 70 degrees. Okay, so we can do a simple sketch here where we have D, E, and F. Then we are told that DE, this must be 8 centimeters. Then the angle at E, here, this angle must be 60 degrees. Then the angle at the angle at D, this must be 70 degrees. So this is our guide. It's very important that we follow these rules here as we construct this. So I'm going to start here. We say this is going to be 8. So from here up to 8. Okay. Then after that, this is our D, the E. Now take note from this. I suppose the angle here is supposed to be 60. So you need to measure. How do we measure? You need to make sure that it's like this. Okay. So 60 degrees, where is it? I'm sure you can see it that it's here. You should take note of that. Then we also come and measure this one here. This is supposed to be 70. This is supposed to be 70 here. Okay. So I'll be measuring this one. You bring it here. So 70, you start from 0, 70 is here. 70 is at this point. Okay. Then after that, it's the question of us just joining now. So the first one is this. We have to make sure that we have, it's passing through 60 here. Let it go like that. Then the second one also must come here. Second one also, we are just being guided by the angles here. Second one, 70 is there, so this up to there. Okay, so this is where our F, this is where our F is going to be. This is where our F is going to be. Take note of that. So this one here, we measured it 70 degrees. This one is 60 degrees. This one is 8 centimeters. Okay. And the second one is bisect the angle at D and the angle at E. DEF and DEF. So these angles we need to bisect. So how do we bisect an angle? Okay, so we're bisecting these two angles. This one, say do the other one. Then you can say you have this arc. Here, have another one. Okay. So then we draw a straight line. Draw a straight line from here, from this point, and it should be cutting this one here. That is it. That. Then we also come and do the same to this one. Oh, sorry. So then this can also be anywhere here. Okay. So here where it's passing, you also do the same thing. Also do the same thing. Like that. Okay. Then draw a perpendicular I mean at the point where they meet, at these bisectors, this point where they are meeting here, where they're meeting, this point must be O. Okay. Draw a perpendicular from O to the side DE. Draw a perpendicular from O to the side DE. Draw a perpendicular from O to the side. Okay, label the point where the perpendicular meets DE as. Okay. So, how do we do it here? So for me, I'll just put my 90 degrees here. That is just put my 90 degrees here and make sure that this is perpendicular now. So I'll put this dot here. So then I'm going to draw this. Then we are told that this point must be called what? G. This point should be called G. Okay. Then with the center O, draw a circle which touches the three sides of the triangle with this as a center here. Draw a triangle which touches the sides. So we're going to draw a triangle here which touches the sides. So this as a center. Okay. So I hope my triangle, hope my triangle will be seen. I hope my triangle will be seen. Okay. Okay, so this is it. You just put this on the center and then push this part on one side. You bring it here. It should be here. Okay, the center here and then on one side. Then you rotate it. Although this side it went out a bit, but that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, so this is what you're supposed to do here. All right, let's go to the next question. So question 5a, given that the universal set has these elements, A has this, B has this, then C factors of 10. So C has factors of 10. What are the factors of 10? The numbers that can go into 10 without a remainder. These are the factors of 10 from this list. Those numbers that can go into, okay, those numbers that can go into without a remainder. Okay. Okay, so these are the factors of 10. Illustrate this information in the Venn diagram below. So the Venn diagram is here. So as you know, we need to start from here. This is where we're going to put all the elements that are found in the three sets. So in the three sets, we have 2 here. We also have 2 here. We have 2 here. Okay. 5 here. It's just 2. Let's see. I've only seen 2 for now. Okay. Then the next one is where we can look at A and C. So 2 has been dealt with. 2 has been dealt with. So the next one is where we look at A and C. A and C. What is common between A and? So we have in A and C here, A and C, 5. we have 5 here. Even this side, 2 is also common, but 2 has already been introduced in the Venn diagram. So the 5 is going to be here. So 5 dealt with, 5 dealt with. Okay, so we can look at B and C. 10 is there, 10. B and C, it's 10. B and C, we have 10. Okay. Okay, then we look at, so 10 is also, then we look at now A and B. So here we are remaining with 0, 4, 6, and 8. Here we are remaining with, so 4 is common. So this 4 is supposed to be here. Then we can go back to A now. If you look at A, what is remaining? What is remaining is 3. So this 3 is supposed to be here. If you look at B, what is remaining? What is remaining is 0, 6, and 8. 0, 6, and 8. So it is remaining there. Then C, what is remaining is 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is not here, but is there in the universal set, so 7 must be. 8, 9 is also, so this is how the Venn diagram is supposed to be. This is how the Venn diagram is supposed to be. Okay. Then now we list the elements that are found in this set. A, all the elements that are found in A or B. All the elements that are found in A or B, but should not be there in the elements that are found in A and B. It's all these ones here, isn't it? But because we have C complement, so we remove these ones that are found in what? In C. Remove these ones that are found in C. So we're going to remain with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is equals to 0, 3, 4, 6, 8. This is what we're going to have here. Okay, we move on to the next one. So question B, 5B, the exchange rate between the American dollar and the Zambian kwacha was 1 American dollar is equals to 9.96 kwacha on a particular day. How many dollars could it be exchanged for? Okay, so this can be just $1 is equals to 9.6 or 9 point. Okay. Then if here we have 19,920 kwacha, how much is this going to be in dollars? That's what it means. So it's like we say this is our X. Okay. So you know that if $1 is equals to $1 is equals to this one. If $1 is equals to 9.96, then how much or how many dollars are you going to have if you have 19,920 kwacha? So you need just to say, of course you can say you cross multiply here, but in other words you are just going to divide this 19 by 996. what you're going to get here will be your answer. Let's divide. We divide. So we're going to get 2,000 US dollar. Okay. That's what we're going to get. All right. And here now we have, given that distance covered by a car and the time taken and the time the car takes to cover this distance, given the distance d covered by a car and the time the car takes to cover this distance, complete the flowchart below for calculating and displaying its speed, its average speed. So average speed is equals to distance over time. Okay, so that's what this is the formula that we use. So we need to complete this. So we have start, then what are we entering here? These that we are using to calculate speed. So we're going to say enter what? D and time. Then here what do we enter? What do we say? Here we're going to say now speed is equals to distance over time. Okay. Here you are supposed to say enter. Okay. Enter D and T. Then here you write it like that. And at this point we can say display S. What is our S? Speed. And this is what we're going to get. So these are the parts that you are supposed to complete here. That's all. Go to the next one. Okay, so evaluate. We are multiplying these two numbers. They're in base 10, they're in base 5, and we need to multiply. Leave the answers in base 5. So we have 1, 3, 3, 4, 3. They are in base 5. So we need, when you multiply this and this, what do you get? 3 by 3, we get 9. So this 9, we need to divide it by 5. So 9 divided by 5, what do we get? We get 1 remainder 4. Okay. This multiplied by this one, what do we get? We get 9. 9 plus that 1, we get 10. 10 divided by 5, get 2 remainder 0. So we write our 0 here. Okay. We write our 0. Okay. So it will be 2 remainder 0. Then 3 multiplied by 1. It's going to be what? 3. Then 3 plus that 2, what do we get? It will be 5. Now we can't write 5, so that 5 has to be divided by 5, so it will be 1 remainder 0. So you start with the 0, then you say 1 here. You come here, put, you have 4 multiplied by 3, it's 12. So 12 divided by 5, it's 2 remainder 2. Don't forget that. This 4 multiplied by 3 to be 12. 12 plus that 2 will get 14. 14 divided by 5, it will be 2 remainder 4. We write the remainder 4. Then 4 multiplied by 1, it will be 4. Plus that 2, we have 6. 6 divided by 5, it will be 1. It will be 1 remainder 1. So we write the remainder 1, then the other one here. Okay. Then this we add. So this will be 4. This will be 2. This will be 4. This will be 2. This will be 1. In base 5. This is what is supposed to be our answer. Just unless if I've made a mistake somewhere. Otherwise, that is what's supposed to be our answer. We go to the next one. A stove costs 3,000 exclusive of VAT. Okay. Calculate the cost of the stove if 16% VAT is included. So we are going to say this amount does not have, the exclusive does not have VAT, which is value added tax. So now we need to add tax to this one, and tax is 16%, which is 16 over. So this will be now 3,000 plus this, that. So we say 16 multiplied by 30. 3,000 plus VAT. Let's multiply those two. What do we get? So we have 4, 8. When you add these two together, you get 3,480 kwacha 00 ngwe. This is the amount that includes what? VAT. This is the amount that includes VAT. All right, we'll go to the next one. So the table below shows the quantity of fuel sold by a filling station on a particular day. The type of fuel: petrol, diesel, kerosene. Number of liters sold: 6,000 for petrol, 4,000 for diesel, 2,000 for. Illustrate this information on the pie chart below. On the pie chart below. So the first thing that we're supposed to do is to find a total of all these. When we find a total of all these, what are we going to have? You add them. You add them. What do you get? You're going to get 12,000. You get what? 12,000. 12,000 what? Liters. Okay, 12,000 liters. So because this thing has to go on the pie chart, we need to begin to convert all these fractions only in degrees, because on a pie chart we use degrees. So for instance, if we have to deal with the first one, this is going to be, what is 6,000 over the total number of liters, which is 12,000, multiplied by 360 degrees, which is a complete turn. So we knock out these zeros here and these ones. We have 6 over 12, which is the same as 1 over 2 multiplied by 360 degrees. So this is as good as 360 degrees divided by 2. What do we get? 180 degrees. So you should know that petrol is going to be 180 degrees. Then we do the same thing for diesel. It's 4,000. So it will be 4,000 over 12,000 multiplied by, okay, we are using a pie chart. So we knock out these zeros, these zeros. This will be 4 here, 1. 4 here, 3. Multiplied by 360 degrees. This is equals to 1 here and 2. So this is going to be 120 degrees. Okay, so you can continue. The last one, which is 2,000 over 12,000 multiplied by 360. You cancel the zeros. This will be 1 over 6 multiplied by, so 6 here, so this will be 60. So this will be 60 degrees. So then, after we have found these degrees, we come here to this pie chart that is already drawn. Remember that we have, for petrol, it is what? 180 degrees. For diesel, it is 120 degrees. For kerosene, it's 60 degrees. So we are using those. So this one is like given us to us as a starting point. So we can say, I'm going to come here If I want, I'll start with, now you know that by the rules of angles, this is 180 is a straight line. This 180 is a straight line. So we count from here up to 180. You'll find that 180 will be here. 180 will be here. So in other words, we have to join. Up to here. So it is telling us that this whole part is going to be for petrol. Okay? Remember, the center is this part. Then from this now, we need to measure another 120. For what? So we'll come here. We can measure it from anywhere. I'll come, if I want, I'll start from, can come back here. Make sure the 0 is on the line. So I'm going to count maybe from this side. 0, I'm using these numbers that are on top. 0, 110, 120 is here. Have you seen? This is where my 120 is. So I'll use this center and this dot to connect, but I'll just come up to the circumference here. Okay, so this is 120. I don't know if there's need to write this. Okay, then this is what is going to be our diesel. Then this is what remains automatically. There's no need of measuring it. This is our kerosene, 60 degrees. This is our 180. Okay, so that is what we're going to get. We get 4 marks. Next question. Question 7a, simplify what is here. So we have 12 minus 6. Then we distribute this, it's going to be minus 20. This minus and this one we get plus 12x. At this point we put the like terms together, isn't it? So we have 12 minus 20 minus 6x plus 12x. So this is going to give us what? Negative 8. This will also give us what here? Plus 6x. This is what we're going to get. Okay, this is what we are going to get. Then we come to the next one. What are we having here? So this one, in triangle ABC below, AC is equals to BC, and angle BAC is equals to 4y. Okay. Now, you know that once we have these two here, this is telling us that this is an isosceles triangle. This is an isosceles triangle here. Okay? This is an isosceles triangle. So meaning, even this angle here is 4y. Okay? So we are told express the size of angle ACB in terms of y in its simplest form. Okay, so this angle here, okay, this angle here, we know that angle ACB plus 4y plus 4y degrees, it should give us 180. Okay, so then this is going to give us again angle is equals to 180 degrees minus 8y degrees. This is what is going to be our answer just here. Okay, 180 minus, that's what we're going to get. Okay, so we have C, a tomato sauce container is in the form of a cylinder of base radius 3.5 centimeters and height 10 centimeters. Okay, take pi as 22/7. Then calculate the total surface area of the container. So we have someone who already gave us the formula here. And if you look at this formula, we can also say 2 pi r plus h. It's also the same as this one. So let's make substitutions. We have 2, then we have 22/7 multiplied by the radius here, 3.5, multiplied by, what do we get? We have 3.5 plus 10. So we need to simplify this. Okay, we need to simplify this. So we're going to say 2 multiplied by 22. 3.5 into 3.5, it's 1. And 3.5 into 7, it's 2. Take note of that. Then when we add this, what do we get? We get 13.5. Okay, and this 2 and this one, we get 1. So we have 22 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 13.5, which is the same as 22 multiplied by 13.5. Let's multiply and see what we're going to get. Okay, so we're going to get 297 centimeters squared. That's what we're going to get here. Go to the next one. So we come to D. Illustrate the solutions of that's 4 on the x or y plane shown below by shading the wanted region for the domain. Okay, so here all what we're supposed to do is, where you treat this as z, then get the coordinates. Just 2 are enough, the first one and the last one. So if you put -4 here, okay, if you put -4 here, what are you going to get? We have -4. What are you going to get? It's going to give you 0 here, isn't it? It's going to give you 0. Okay, then when you look at the other part here, you get the other part here, you get the last one, which is 3. If you put 3 here and you are putting 3 here, what do you get? You get 7. So you use the two coordinates, -4,0. -4,0 is this point, and then 3,7. 3,7 is this point here. Then we have to join. We join these 2 points. We join these 2 points like this. Okay. Then we shade the greater part here. The greater part is the upper part here. So you shade like that. Shade like that. Okay. We go to the next one. Okay, so my plumber is paid 20 kwacha per hour for 30 hours a week, and the rate of overtime is double rate. Calculate his total wage in a week in which he worked for 40 hours. So it means his 30 from this 30 is normal time. 30 is normal work plus 10 hours, which is overtime. Okay, so this one is 30 multiplied by what? 30 multiplied by 20 kwacha, which is the normal one, plus the 10 hours. What is the rate? Double rate. Double rate meaning this 20 has to be doubled. So it will be multiplied by 40 here. So what do we get here? Okay, what are we going to get? This is going to give us 400. Then this side, what are we going to get? This is going to give us 600 kwacha. So the total amount is going to be what? 1,000 kwacha. Okay, that is what we are going to get. Then we come to the table below shows the amount of money spent by 40 learners in a school tuck shop in a particular week. Okay, so use this information to complete the bar chart below. Okay, so here we have the number of learners, and down here we have got the amount. So like 20 was spent by 20 learners spent 20 kwacha. How many learners spent 20 kwacha? There were 12. How many learners spent 20 kwacha? So it means for 20 kwacha we need to go up to 12 here. Okay, for 20 kwacha we need to go up to 12. That's what we're supposed to do. So for 20 kwacha we have to go up to 12. 12 is here. Okay, then we come here. So 20 kwacha, I'm sure I have seen, that's our 12. Then the 30 kwacha, how many were there? There were 9. Okay, 30 kwacha, there were 9 here. So meaning at this point here, this point, okay, so this one has to go up to 9 here. Okay, 9 here. Then 40, there were 6. 40, there were 6. Okay, 40, there were 6. So you can join here down like this. This is how we are supposed to do it. That's all. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. On the XY plane below, plot the points. Let's plot those 2 points. How many are they? There are 3. Let's plot those points. Let's plot those points. So L, you start with the x-axis, -4. Then the y is 3. So this is where our L is. Okay. Then we come to M. M is 4. Then y coordinate is 1. So this is our M. Then we have 1, -1, which is our N. 1, -1. So these are the points. Then draw the graph y is equal to -3. Y is equal to -3. Follow the y-axis from here. Follow the y-axis. Follow the y-axis. Where do you find -3? -3 is at this point. So just draw the line on top of this same one. Then you'll say this is y is equal to -3. Chapa. Wamana. Thank you very much for watching. Okay. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share with your friends. Goodbye.